I'm Jason Bateman. This is Rachel McAdams.
So I know you guys had been itching for a directorial piece. I know you made your debut with Vacation, and this was your sophomore effort, and I believe you stole this one away from Jason, is what he was telling me.
We did indeed. We have been itching to steal anything from Jason.
He's actually living in my old apartment in Atlanta, so he stole that from me. So now we're even. I took his movie.
I think you're even. You're primarily writers, so you've taken on a different script here. So what was that adjustment like for you?
It was different. We did a rewrite on it after the fact, so we were able to kind of put it into our voice. But the big twist and the general gist of the movie was what Mark Perez wrote, and that's basically what motivated us to do the movie itself. It was so much fun, and there was so much potential for a genre mashup, which is what we were intending to do, where it's both comedy and thriller.
Which scenes were the scenes you were most itching to film? Which scenes ended up being the most difficult to film?
The most technically challenging was probably that egg toss sequence with the Fabergé egg, just because we did it as to look like a one continuous shot, and so it took a day and a half to shoot. And we had to get the camera from the first floor up to the second floor, and there were a lot of
It doesn't sound
which
that
doesn't
impressive.
sound that hard, but when you're trying to do it, smoothly, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
The scene, that long scene toward the end of the movie on the bridge, was very challenging because it was 3 nights to shoot. I think it was like 15 pages or something, and there was so much going on with gunplay and a lot of different character beats and stuff. And trains kept going under the bridge every 15 minutes or so, and they were those long trains that last forever, and you have to wait for them. And so that was just eating up our night.
And it was negative 30 degrees.
Was it? No, it was pleasant.
I know it'd be impossible for us to go through the entire cast here, but what was it about them that you really found gelled with the project? Why did you choose these specific actors for these specific roles, if you can highlight anyone in particular?
I mean, what was the most appealing to us about the cast was the sheer diversity in their types and performances. Obviously, you have Jason and Rachel, who played off of each other incredibly well. Rachel hadn't done a comedy in a while, and so this was refreshing and amazing to see her do something that she's so good at. And then just in terms of the rest of the cast, each of them had such incredible chemistry with one another. Sharon and Billy had this electric kind of thing going on between them that we didn't even know how that would work out when we cast them, because neither of them had done like a chemistry test with each other. So that was kind of up in the air in terms of whether or not it would work. And
We
it
also,
did.
we also, we deliberately cast people who you don't see in comedies a lot, like Kyle Chandler and Jesse Plemons and Jeffrey Wright, just because it's that much more real and grounded when you get those kind of actors, and it's also more surprising when they're funny.
I mean, I don't think Kyle had ever done a comedy
Right.
before this.
Yeah.
He
on the
hasn't.
big screen.
He thought we had the wrong number when we called him.
He has, and he insisted to us that he wasn't funny, but he was totally lying. And the thing is that he's so naturally charismatic, and that is exactly what the character is supposed to be. We told all of them, just play it straight. Don't try to go for the laughs. Especially indicative in Jesse Plemons' performance, who played it totally straight the entire time, like it was a drama or a different movie in itself. And I think that absolutely worked, because it only amped up the discomfort that the audience feels when he's on screen.
Was there any ability to improvise on set?
To some extent, yes. We scripted it pretty carefully. There's a lot. It's a sort of a plot-driven movie, so there's less room for ad-libbing as there is in some comedies. But when you have a lot of funny people, you don't want to restrict them, and so we would usually get what was on the page, and then we'd open it up and get some alts. And often some of the funnier jokes in the thing came from just moments that came out on the day.
Lamorne Morris in particular had a lot of improv lines that ended up making it in the film. And he's just incredibly funny too. So it would be a crime for us not to allow these people to improvise, because they're all, obviously really good at comedy.
Yeah, I've always been waiting for him to find the right role for him, because he's so incredibly talented.
Yeah.
So, all right, thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it.